Okay, so what if you get a problem where your two numbers that you're multiplying have a different number of digits, right? They go to a different place value. So for example, 376 times 22. You're asking yourself, where are we going to round both of these numbers? Okay, well the answer is you round each number to its greatest place value. So if you look at 376, the greatest place value is the hundreds place. So we're going to round this number to the nearest hundred. 22, its greatest place is the tens place. So we're going to round 22 to the nearest 10. Okay, so let's do that right now. Underline the number, look next door. 5 or higher, add 1 more. So 7 is definitely higher than 5, so that 3 is going to become a 4. From the arrow on, change to zeros. So if we rounded 376 to the nearest hundred, the nearest hundred is 400. Okay, now let's look at 22. Underline the number, look next door. 5 or higher, add 1 more. 4 or less, let it rest. Okay, 2 is definitely less than 4. That means we're going to let this 2 rest. It's going to stay the same. So the 2 stays the same. From the arrow on, change to zeros. So we've rounded both of these numbers to their greatest place. We rounded this to the hundreds place, we rounded this to the tens place. Now we can quickly multiply using our zeros rule, right? We cross off our zeros, pretend they're not even there. 4 times 2 is 8. However many zeros we crossed off, that's how many we have to add back at the end. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So 376 times 22 is about 8,000. Let's look at one more example. Okay, here we have 8,233 and 494. So again, our rule is that we need to round both numbers to their greatest place value. The greatest place value for this number is the thousands place. The greatest place value for this number is the hundreds place. Okay, so again, we're rounding this to the nearest thousand. So we underline the number, look next door. 5 or higher, add 1 more. 4 or less, let it rest. Okay, 2 is less than 4. That means the 8 right here is going to rest. It's going to stay the same. So we write down our 8, from the arrow on, change to zeros. So 8,233 is closest to 8,000. It's closer to 8,000 than 9,000, right? We're rounding to the nearest thousand. Okay, let's look at 494. We're rounding to the nearest hundreds place. So underline the number, look next door. Clearly this 9 is high, so we're going to add 1 more. The 4 becomes a 5. From the arrow on, change to zeros. So we can round 494 to 500. All right, now we're going to do some quick multiplication. Cross off our zeros, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we can multiply our fast fact. 8 times 5 is 40. And then we crossed off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. So we need to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros back to this line. Okay, let's think about how do we know where to put our commas? We always start on the right and we move over. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Remember, there can never be more than 3 digits in each section because this is one period. This is another period, okay? So our answer is 4 million. So 8,233 times 494 is about 4 million. All right, good job, 4th grade.